Okay, I can really see that this has. I neglected this too long early game, so it's really extended this game. Also, I engaged all these ships purposely because I did not flip any cards, which means this is no longer overrun. So, if these two become overrun, I don't have to worry about it. In the elite game, I must destroy the boss and all of these, but in the regular game, all I have to do is destroy him. I'm going to be traveling over here. Travel phase. Dead or alive, the syndicate has put a bounty on the heads of the strike force pilots, and a ruthless bounty hunter is en route to collect. That is, unless you fake your own death and collect first. One player in this sector may recycle all their cards in play and in hand, and flip their strike force ship panel to the grounded side, and if you do, recycle the top card of each station deck, blah, 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 blah. So you get free cards. No one does this. You flip this card, and it's just a weak bounty hunter. So, I have my engine going again over here. Do I want to... I don't think I do. I think I'll just let the bounty hunter come after me. This allows prevents us from traveling. This will travel over here to the sector with the most strike force ships, and that is it for travel. And oops. So haven't really looked ahead much because I know I'm just going to do this and plow through. So let's see here. Requisition. If there are active strike force ships in any other sector, flip this card. Ooh, maybe I had done that wrong before. Prices are increased by 10. This sector is overrun. It's not. If there are no opposition ships in this sector, flip this card. Nope. And no. And if there are any strike force ships in this sector, put the top card of this sector's left. And there are none, because I flew away. Okay. So, let's see, 40, 70, 90, 110. So, I'll make this 10 and let him buy it. And I'll make this 10 and buy it for myself. Use both of those. Then actually, I'll make this 10 for him, and then he'll have just enough to buy this as well. And that's the War Beast. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and pay 40 just to have another tech that he can destroy if he so wants to. Okay. Now, so requisition phase, I add tokens to the number of ships in other regions. Not going to do that. So now we enter in the beginning of the battle phase. I get to remove one token for each of my ships here. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns at least just to pull him out. And those are going to be looking ugly. But it is what it is. I messed up. Put you there. I'll destroy this. Just to do 2 damage to him, who just moved over here. And think I'll have you go here and you support, which will improve his defenses, but and I don't know if I ended up drawing a card when I lost this, but too late now. Okay. Alright. This ship is destroyed. I don't even have to calculate this because this ship of mine is just too ridiculous right now. Oops. Surprised I hadn't done that all game. Ooh, and I'm supposed to remove, during the battle, remove an energy from each ship in this section. So I will use my tech to remove one of these, and I guess I will have to do that. And lose a shield. No station cards may be flipped in this sector this round. Excellent. Don't have to worry about that. And then these two will not get through the 2 defense bonus that he's getting, so this guy is now dead. And get a bonus of 1 attack. Or a bounty, I should say. And that is it for the battle phase. I am going to go ahead and so I'm going to go ahead and play this in the aftermath. I'm going to remove 2 from it, from every opposition ship in this sector. And then this will allow me to remove 2 from each opposition ship in the sector. And then I remove 1 from my ship for each remaining. So I'm going to destroy it. This one will be recycled, this one will not. But I'm going to do that during the aftermath stage. Just get him off of there. Yeah, that'll give me another attack power. Plus, I'll let me cycle through my deck a little bit. Oh, I never did do the installation. What am I thinking? When you install this, the ship gets... Oh, I'm getting in too big of a hurry now. So I'll install the bombs. I'll install this just right there. Yeah, because he had nothing to install, and I don't think she did either. Oh, just this installation here. Yep, so another attack there, and okay. Aftermath, let's see. Says you may recycle a card from your hand, so let's just recycle this to gain an armor. Then I will remove an armor to gain an attack, and then I will get to draw a card, and then I will gain 1 armor and 1 attack since 1 energy was lost on my ship this turn. And let's see here. I'm going to wait. Yeah. Okay. Add 1 of those to this ship. And okay. Aftermath. Oops. It's supposed to remove 1 from both of these. Sorry, folks, I'm out of it today, but let's see if we can get it going. Aftermath. Add 1 relic to each strike force ship in this sector. There we go. And we'll go ahead and do these like I had said. So remove 2 and recycle this, and then remove 2, but if there's any ships left, I take damage. There are no ships left, so 2 and 3. And then I gain 1 permanent. Okay, oops. Okay. Any more aftermath? 1 ship in this same sector gets an attack. Okay, let's just keep beefing him up. And I think that is it. So went through that pretty quick. Let's see if we can keep that going. I will pause. Oh, nope, sorry. Got to do these 2. The opposition ship in the sector with the most shields travels to the sector with the fewest ships, and then play the top card of the opposition deck in that sector. So, with the most shields travels to the region with the fewest ships. So I have 3, 2, and 2. So it'll just stay where it's at and play the top card of the opposition deck. Okay. This aftermath will not trigger because it was not in play at the beginning of the aftermath stage. Doesn't matter, there's no strike force ships there anyway. This one, yep. Remove 2 armor from each strike force ship in the sector. There are none. But this says this sector is overrun. It says play this card on top of one of the sector station decks. This sector now effectively has 1 fewer station decks. So probably should have happened last turn, but every one of these 2 decks had something flipped. This is overrun, even though there's not 5 enemy ships there. It is overrun. Okay. Here we go. And here, boost. Remove damage from each strike force ship in this sector, and then play the top card of the mission deck in this sector. Well, let's go ahead and see what this does. Boost. Remove 2 energy from the strike force ship with the most relics in this sector. Well, there are none. So, Thrillian Consolidation. The Kurzik Thrillian base in this sector is in grave danger of being taken over by the Barags. If no one aids the Kurziks, their strength will be added to that of the formidable Barag forces. If this sector is overrun, you flip this card. And if during the aftermath, if there are no opposition forces in this sector, then you scrap the card. So lots of stuff going on there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I will recycle this card to gain a permanent shield, and I think that is it for the aftermath. So I will pause just to fill up the hands, take a quick look, just to help speed up some of the thought process. One thing I did forget to do is both of these cards, this one here, no one is going to scrounge their ship, so this will flip, and this says to play the top card of the opposition ship deck. So I will fill those up with tokens, and we'll come back for the next round. I think we're ready. I've looked in the rule book. I don't see anything where it says if the mission deck runs out, you lose, you can't do anything. I have no way to complete these other missions because they require either no oppositions or all my strike force ships to be there, and I'm not doing that. This will go here, and it is Race for the Stars again. So I'm going to get me a quest completed there. This travels to where the most good guys are, the most strike force. This prevents us from flying away if they have more, and I'm going to go ahead and move this before I forget. This is actually during the battle phase, but I'm going to do it now. It travels to the sector with the most strike force ships. That'll happen at the beginning of the battle phase. So, and okay, so no strike force ships here. That's now overrun, so it's changed a little bit. So now we go into the actual travel. Staying here, requisition. We add tokens. Nope. Any ship with 5 or less energy, 5 energy or less, travels to this sector. So 3, 6. That's 5, 8, and this is 2, 3, 4. So 3, 6. So no other ships travel over here, and I don't think it would technically, like I said before, don't think it would technically trigger. It's weird. This probably should not be the travel phase. It should be the resolution phase, because you play it during the beginning of the transportation or the travel phase. This is not out on the board at the beginning of the travel phase, and therefore it does not activate, and therefore it does not pull any ships over, which is really strange. Anyway, that is done. Time for the requisition. I think I am going to let... this guy spend 40. Here's 40 just to buy this tech to get it off the board, and he can install it later just to have a tech in case he has to destroy a tech for some reason. And, okay, and that leaves him with 90. Yep, let's go ahead and get this for 60. Actually, I'll reduce that to 10. So got that for 10. And she's actually going to reduce this to 10 and buy it. Since her deck is so small, she can get this out and use it right away. And let's see. So 10, and then she'll use 30 to buy this boost. And there's some tech. So let's see. Spent 10. He's got a 60 card here. This is strange. Once I receive this from completing this mission, I don't want to use it as a boost because it says you can shuffle any number of the station decks in this sector. But if you use it as a boost, it goes away, which means that, you know, to come back up as a mission. But that's $60, and if I just leave it in my hand and never spend it, which is really strange with this game. And I've talked about that, or I will have talked about that in the pre-show. You don't actually spend your cards to spend the money, which to me is strange. So I can just sit here all day and get anything I want. But I'm definitely going to buy this tech. Boom. And she will spend the last of her money to buy this. I will save that for her next turn if it's still there. And I think this guy's going to spend his money to buy this. Ooh. 40 and yep, I've got enough. I can buy that too. That is that orbital gun that when it's destroyed, it puts more relics up there. And he definitely wants those. So, there we go. I've bought all of the stuff I can buy. That boost card's come up again that he's going to really want. And that is the requisition time for the installation. Don't believe any of those have installations here. One player in this sector may recycle their hand, and if they do, they flip this card. So won't be doing that. She will gain 2 more attack, which is just ridiculous at this point. And add 1 relic to this ship. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and install this tech. Doesn't really matter. And I can reduce armor to make it even easier to kill something. Let's see what we have over here. When you install this tech, shuffle your deck. Alright, I will. No big deal. And these are boosts. Shuffle the deck. He has a decent sized deck. He's got the largest deck so far because his guns allow you to recycle them. So his hastily welded turrets. All right, tech. Let's see. Always nice to have a little bit of shields. There we go. And here is another smart bomb, although he has an awesome shield there and all these shields. But okay. This card I was looking at. Okay, I gotta remember to hold on to that card next time it comes up. Okay. All right. Is that all I want to do? I think so. Yeah, all right, time for the battle phase. So take that out, no problem. And this one has a lot of shields. This one's got a lot more attack, and you can shield that one as a port. Then I will have, I'm going to have it unengaged, and he will flip that. Don't want to lose that card, so not going to do that. I will. Let me see. I think I will. Oh, when it dropped this, it was supposed to least defense. These two were tied, so I would make it do this one so he can use this instead. At the time when this moved in, the strike force ship with the least armor was supposed to take 1 damage, and this allows me to do that instead. So I will do that, and I will have him fight that guy, and yeah, so I can let him support. There we go. Any battle. Remove 1 energy from each ship in this sector. So 1, 1, 1. And Again, no, I think I'll do this time. He'll have to lose 1, unfortunately, which means he has to scrap that, and she will lose 1, but then, yep, I don't have the card I thought I did. Okay. All right. And, okay. I keep saying that a lot, but I'm trying to figure this out, folks. Thanks for sticking with me. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I remove an energy from my ship. Well, this lets me remove a relic instead, so I will. Each other strike force ship in the sector gains 1 defense. That is awesome. 1, 1. Okay. And now with him supporting him, his defense is at 3. And maybe I should, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got tons of attack, though. Doesn't really need any more. We'll stay like that. We'll take a damage, but it'll be okay. Unless... I think I'll do that. I will. Oops. Remove 2 energy from this ship to deal 1 attack damage to myself. All right. Okay, let's do the battle. Any more battle stuff? This ship travels to the sector with the fewest ships. Okay. And yep. So this ship is destroyed, and its bounty says that no cards may be flipped in this sector this round. Excellent. So now don't have to worry about losing that card. This is doing 3 damage. I have 1 shield with the bonus of 2 as support. He's shielding him, and I have 5, 8 damage. It's more than enough to take him out. And that means that he gains 1 permanent attack, which is what I wanted. I wanted to buff up his attack a little bit. All right. So this guy will not flip a card. And let's see. Okay. Aftermath. 1 other ship in this area receives 1 damage token. So now he's up to 10. Add 1 relic to each strike force ship in this sector. There we go. Excellent. All right. And let's see. Aftermath. Remove energy from each strike force ship. There are none. If there are no opposition ships in this sector, scrap this card. Well, there are. And so 2 cards. We're going to flip both of these. Ship. It travels it during the travel phase. It removes energy from each strike force ship in the sector. Or none. I'll put tokens on him in a moment. Boost. The opposition ship in this sector with the most defense gains 1 attack. Wow. This guy just got a little bit stronger. To here, All opposition ships in this sector gain 1 defense. Okay, that's not good. And a ship. I'll put tokens on him in a moment. And then play. Oop, I was supposed to remove 3 tokens during the battle phase. Oops. Now, let's see. If there are fewer strike force ships than opposition ships in the sector, scrap the card. If not, the player with the most cards in hand flips this card and recycles it. Let's see. 2, 2, and 1. So one of these 2 people, doesn't really matter. I'll stick it on hers just because it'll come up faster. There we go. And lastly, top card of the ship deck. So I will pause here, put the tokens on the ships, draw my cards, kind of think through my purchase process, and we'll get right back to it. We are back for the next round. We are ready. I still think it's strange that I have no mission cards because I can't complete any and the game doesn't end. Nothing I've seen in the rule book. Maybe there is a fact on it on the Geek. Somebody can let me know. But that is the only travel. This ship travels to the sector with the most. This removes from Strike Force. There are none here and none here. So we go to traveling. They are staying here. We go to requisition. We add tokens. Nope, we won't add any. And this, if there are any Strike Force ships, nope. If there are no opposition, nope. If all active Strike Force are here, no. And if this sector is overrun and at least 2 Strike Force ships are in this sector, flip this card. Nope. Neither are happening. So then we go to my actual requisition phase. So I am going to reduce the cost of this from 60 to 10. And I'm going to let this guy buy it. And it says when you requisition this card, you may draw a card. And so he's going to draw up some more lasers there. And then there it for another 10 is some of those explosive shields that when they fall off they do 1 damage to you. So I think I'll let him buy those also. Then for 40 she's going to buy this. And let's see, he absolutely wants to buy this for himself for 30. Oops, I'm sorry, she has this card I'm going to play. Put the first card you requisition directly into your hand. Boom. I'm just going to go ahead and install that now so I don't count the money. And I think for 40 he will buy this giant bomb. Ooh. Let's see. 40, 40. Let's let him buy the bomb. No, I'll stick with it. So, Greyhammer will buy this boost bomb and then this tech laser for 40. I think it should be all of his money because he spent 10. See, the price of that was reduced to 10 and that was 10, so that's 20. And he has 20, 40, 60. Oh yeah, he's got tons of money. He got to draw an extra card, but so that 20 won't count. But so 10, and that one cost 40. So 10, 20, and 40 is 60. So he still has 60 left. Yep, excellent. Buying this boost, and nope, don't have enough to buy that. So installation phase. Ooh, requisition. Okay, installation. Will gain 2 attack. Now, I have replaced, even on some of the enemies, the 5 tokens for 5s. Okay, but they don't have 10s, but they do have 0s, which to me makes no sense. Because even on the card right here, it shows 1 shield. They tell you to put 1 token on there, and then when the tokens are removed, it's gone. They don't have any more. Okay, so I'm not going to use the 0 as a 0 since I've been doing that the entire time. I've only been counting the actual tokens, not the number. I only count the number at the very beginning when I spawn the ship. So I'm going to count this as a 10. So there's 10, and there's 10, and I think with those 2 added here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there's another 10. So you can see the vigilance is doing 40 plus damage. Just ridiculous. Okay, and then I will add a relic to this ship. Nothing else on installation. Okay, so let's start installing tech. Now, okay. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. I don't care. Game 1 there, and this here is that awesome cannon that I really love. It's 40. It costs 40 to buy and only gives you 20 when you draw it in your hand, because it says right there, whenever you see that icon, you put that token on there, but it also says put 1 token on the ship. So let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see if I can find another 0 and make that a 10. There we go. And boosts. So we're good there. Tech. I can now boost up. Okay, I'll put this off to the side. That's a shield. Ooh, I got 2 ultimate shields now for this little ship, and I don't want to jump around, so and I will, let's see, boosters. I will go ahead and play this again. Oops, I wonder, did I? Let's see. No, I did it right last time. Good. So it should be near the bottom. Yep. Alright, so I will remove 1 energy from my ship. Instead of losing an energy, I will remove a relic. Thanks to that, and all other Strike Force ships in this sector gain 1 shield. 1 shield. 1 shield. And we are ready for combat. So, let's see. Yep, let's send 4, 2, 2. Okay, can't get through my shields, so go there and support, and go there. Battle phase, we remove 3 tokens, and remove. Oop, I forgot about that. Remove 1 energy from each ship. So I will remove. I think this time I'll just remove this. And got to remove 1 here, unfortunately. And remove 1 here. Remove 1 here and here. This ship travels to the sector with the fewest ships. It's tied, so I'll leave it there. And that's it. Alright, this is an easy resolution. Does not stand a chance. And Bounty, you may remove 1 energy from a ship in this sector. Thank you very much. Because now he has 1 shield being supported by this ship. It gets a bonus 2 for 3, so he does no damage. And I take this ship out, and I get a permanent attack damage as a bounty. Okay, let's see what else do I have for. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. All right, I think I'm good. And that's it. So, aftermath. All right. Let's recycle a card. Let me see. I'll recycle this again to gain a permanent shield. And add 1 relic to each strike force ship in the sector. 1 ship in the same sector as this ship may gain 1 attack. 1 ship in this sector as this ship may gain 1 attack. So there we go. And that is it. So this is already overrun, but we still boost. Scrap a tech installed on a strike force ship in this sector, and then remove 1 attack from each strike force ship in this sector. Remove all relics from each strike force ship in this sector, and then remove 1 energy from each strike force ship in this sector. So that was nothing. This is now overrun because all 3 of these will be flipping this turn, and these missions are just doing absolutely no good. Yep. Oops. Okay, let's see what happens. Play the top card of the opposition ship deck into each sector that has opposition ships in it. Alright. So, 1. Remove 2 energy from each strike force ship with the most relics in this ship. Nope, none in that sector. And remove all relics and deal damage, none in that sector. So, as you can see, every now and then we're going to get ships that are going to travel over here and get in our way, but we're just going to forget about these 2 sectors. Just let them go. So, I think that is it. There's no more aftermath to do. I could discard some cards if I wanted, just to get through my deck a little faster. But I might actually do that because it's an unengaged ship, and there are no unengaged. And so I hate to get rid of that $60, but need some more cards. He'll save on to that, and her deck is small enough. So there we go. That's another round. Went pretty quick, and I don't believe I've missed any aftermath this time. Remove energy from each strike force in this sector. So, yep. So now I'll play the top card of the ship deck. There we go. Alright. 2 turns, and then the 3rd turn from now, in 3 turns, that fellow will come out. Says, then if there are no tokens on this panel, Then if there, so in two turns, I don't have to wait till the third turn. As soon as I flip that over, so I could even send him over somewhere else if I want it and leave just these two here. But we'll worry about that in the future. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Come back and see what happens. We are nearing the end, and if any of you are still with me, thanks so much for sticking through. There are no travel actions to take because no missions, none of these travels, not even requisitions. They all affect stuff only in their regions, and no strike force are there. So they will stay here. Requisition, we add no tokens. So now we go to the buy phase, and I know that they want to buy this. So if they can get two of them, they can reduce the boss ship by 4 armor if they have that out. And reduce the cost of that to 10 and let this second guy buy this, the War Beast. Let's see. 5. Still don't know about that. So go ahead and reduce this to 10. Give that to the Vigilance, and when you requisition that, you get to draw a card. I'll go ahead and put that in mine there. And let's see. He will buy the other shield. There we go. We'll let this guy buy just some more tech. And yep. Wait a minute. 20, 40, 60. Yep. Actually, I'll change the order I buy those. There we go. And that's all his money. He only has like 20 left. No, they don't want to buy anything else. Let's restock this. Not that it matters. I think they are more than built, which is strange for other deck building games. If you get too many cards, you can't really go through your deck. And this guy's deck is a little cumbersome and flooded, but I'm constantly buying cards and not having any problems with their decks. Installation. Nothing triggers on the enemy installation, but here she gains 2 more attack. Just stupid damage now. Adds 1 relic, and before the end of the requisition, I will put a relic on my ship for every 15 coins I have. And that's another thing. If you don't spend the coins, then you have all that money. So there's 20, 40, 60, 90. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. So 6. 6 relics. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Onto this ship. There we go. Now, the reason I wanted to make sure I did that is during the installation phase, I'm going to play this boost. Remove any number of relics from a ship in this sector. Each strike force ship in that sector gains attack equal to the relics removed in this way. That is stupid good. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and do 15 and leave 2 on the ship in case I take a little damage. So 15 damage to every ship in the region should be more than enough to finish the game. So and so that is 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15. I actually had that card in my hand earlier and cycled it just to get an extra defense, but he only had like 4 or 5 at the time, but still. Wow. So, requisition, we added none because we are all there. And let's see, installation. He is going to install all 3 of these, but then he is going to go ahead and remove 2 from an opponent's ship in this sector. Or, nah, I'll wait on that. Okay, so slide this down. Running out of room, it's hard to do this solo player. With everybody spread around the table, you might be a little faster and in more control of your character. So, 1, 2, 3, and this one adds 1 to the ship. And that's it. Time for battle. I'm just going to let this guy go ahead and let this guy support just to give him the bonus attack. So, battle phase. Every ship loses 1 energy. Well, this guy's going to die in the battle. So, no big deal. I will put that there. Actually, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 is another 10. And then each one of my ships, so I will lose 1 relic, I will lose 1 shield, and lose 1 shield. This gets scrapped. And okay, just like that. This ship travels to the sector with the fewest ships. It's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was tied. So I will just leave it there. Don't really care. Actually, no, I won't. At the beginning of the battle phase, I'm going to move this fellow here. And then in the battle phase, I will let her kill him to get another permanent shield. That's excellent. Ooh, that was a mission card. Haha, now we got a mission card. Alright. Start the battle phase. Remove 3 of those. We go to the aftermath. I may recycle a card. Okay. Alright, I'm going to recycle this to get a shield, but instead of putting it on, I'm going to remove the shield to gain an attack and draw a card. So I gain an attack and I draw a card. And then since I lost energy this phase, actually, I'm not going to play this card. This effect made me lose energy that phase, so I'm going to go ahead and play this to gain a shield. And I'll keep that because I gained 1 of each, so then I don't have to play that. But I will recycle it to gain the extra shield. That's what I meant to do. And then okay, 1 ship in this sector may gain an attack. Let's I think he's got over 30 now, so let's let this guy gain it. And 1 ship in the same sector as this ship may gain. So there we go. And add 1 relic to each strike force ship in this sector. There we go. I think that is all of the aftermaths. Then I will play the top card of the ship deck, and that's it. So that is another round. Next round, if you'll join me, we will pull out the big bad boss. And I almost forgot. Well, I did forget, but I'm going to do it now. 3 cards here. This is already overrun, but I need to play the top cards of each one of these decks, see what happens. It is a ship. And whenever energy would be removed from an opposition ship in this sector, other than the Guardian ship, you reduce that damage by 2. But luckily, he is there, and it's another ship. Ooh, I like that. And let's see. Ship. This ship travels to the sector with the most strike force ships, so I will be receiving him at the beginning of the travel phase. Boost. Play the top 2 cards of the opposition deck in the sector with the most relics. Well, that is absolutely this sector because all the relics are in that sector. So the top 2 cards. So more ships. And lastly, each opposition ship in this sector gains 1 attack for each strike force ship in this sector. There are none. So, all right. And I think that covers the things I missed. So I will put tokens. I'm going to go ahead and travel this guy here, since that is the beginning of the travel phase, and play the top card of the opposition ship deck. Yeah. Yes, I did that. Yep. And then this mission will go back there. So, yep, come back, stick around, and we'll go another round.